Greetings, everyone. This is me again, Sarah Bizel. Come to help the 12 Shias now see for themselves and leave this religion altogether. But on saving now, the topic is saving 12 Shias from Mutah and showing how we can find reasons to defend it. So this would be a good example to show you how you defend Prophet Muhammad when there are things against him in Surah Tahrim and Surah Azab. Sorry about the background sound. If you can hear it and it's disturbing you, I had to come now. So some work is going on outside. I apologize for that. So, okay, should have come later, I think, but I didn't realize that this work is not going to stop soon. Okay, so the Mutah, against the Mutah, I found this that the Ismailis, Shias, what I found, Ismaili Shias and Zaydi Shias, they don't practice this, but only the Ismailites say in extreme cases. I found this website, right, and things on Mutah. So, first of all, let me read this. This is Mutah, an alternative Shia perspective. Book references. This is the site Mullan Mutah.weebly.com. So the following few examples of ahadith from Shia texts that have survived over the centuries despite so much being doctored. The norm is to dismiss these narrations and are often missing in books that justify Mutah. Are often missing in books that justify Mutah. Prohibition of Mutah in Shia text. Here is a hadith narrated by Imam Ali which states that the Prophet made Mutah haram on the day of Khaybar. The hadith, volume 7, page 251, Riwayah 10. The author states that Imam Ali lied for the purpose of taqiyya. In Book of Istabzar, volume 3, page 142, Riwayah 5, there is a declaration by Ali that Mutah is haram. According to Sheikh Dusi, both hadiths are sahih, authentic, and even branded by Allama Kashani in Rajal Qashi as mutawatir, highly authentic. Pages 234, volume 3. Second one. Another hadith that is the following from Furu al-Qafi, Kitab al-Nikah, the Imam said about Mutah. Mufaddal bin Umar reported that Abu Abdullah said about Mutah, abandon it. Aren't any one of you ashamed of exposing his private parts and then exposing it by telling to his pious brothers and companions? Wasail al-Shia, page 22, volume 21. Classified as Sahih by Sheikh Mufid in his commentary on Al-Qafi, page 67, volume 7, and Hassan with good chain of narration by Allama Majlisi, page 92, volume 31, in his Bihar al-Anwar. Al-Kulaini himself declared mutawatir in his Kafi, page 71, volume 9. Number 3. Another hadith narrated from Imam Jafar al-Sadiq, narrated by Abu Abdullah. Imam Jafar al-Sadiq said to me and to Suleiman bin Khalid, I made Mutah haram on you. Al-Qafi, page 465, volume 5. Wisal Shia. Then we have Sheikh Saduq, classified it as Sahih, authentic, in his Minhaj Saduq. Okay, Sheikh Sadra Hassan, with good Sheikh Sadra as Hassan, with good chain of narration in his commentary on Al-Kafi, page 461, volume 4. Number 4, Imam Jafar al-Sadiq says in a narration by Abdullah bin Sinan, I asked Abu Abdullah about Mutah. He said, don't defile yourself with it. Bihar al-Anwar by Allama Majlisi, classified as Hassan with good chain of narration by him, and Sheikh Safar al-Shafi Sahih, authentic, in his Al-Shafi, page 61, volume 8. Number 5, narrator says that he heard Ibn Abi Umair, who narrated from Ali bin Yaqtin, saying, I asked Abu al-Hasan about the Mutah, and he replied, what do you have to do with this? When Allah has made this unnecessary for you? I said I just wanted to know about it. He replied, it is prohibited. It is prohibited. Al-Qafi, volume 5, page 442, and Al-Astabasar, page 459, volume 12. Hello, Zahra, ma'am. How are you? Hello. Thank you for being here. Desh Hit Sarvopari. Greetings. Namaste. Thank you for being here. Okay. Number 6. Jafar al-Sadiq says about Mutah in a narration by Hisham bin al-Hakam. Here only the Fawajir, prostitute, do it. Bihar al-Anwar, page 318, volume 100. Declared it authentic by Majlisi and Hassan by Sheikh Tusi in his Min La Yadruhu Fiqh, the authentic book of the Shias. Then it shows that who has declared it authentic, the sayings of the hadith of imams of the progeny of Prophet Muhammad, who the Shias are appointed by and chosen by Allah, right? Oh God. Number 7, the all four books of Shia Hadith texts say the Holy Prophet and the Imams of Al Bayt never practiced Mutah. Al-Qafi, Al-Istabsar, Tahzib, Al-Ahkam, Min La Yadruhu Fiqh, Mutawatir, highly authentic by almost every Grand Shia scholar. Page 198, volume 12, page 501, volume 6, page 241, volume 18, page 34, volume 1. Why didn't the 12 Shia tell us this and show this earlier on? So there are contradictory hadiths, okay? They allow it and they don't allow it. The Imams themselves, contradictory hadiths on Mutah. Zaydis and Ismaili Shias stands on Mutah. Sorry, it says stands. Okay, Zaydites, followers of Imam Zaydi bin Zion al-Abidin, bin Zayn al-Abidin. So now these Zaydis, I don't think they even believe in Imam Jafar Sadiq or Imam Muhammad Baqir, Imam Zain al-Abidin's son, but his son but followers of Imam Zaid. So Zaid, son of Imam Zain al-Abidin, not Imam Muhammad Baqir, the 12 Shias and the Ismaili Shias. follow as the true Imam, shares the same view as Sunnis have. Zaydiites declared it unlawful and invalid. Ismailis permitted in extreme circumstances, they say here. Al Imam Azam Imam Ismail al Mubarak, Farman Imam Ali, as pig is permissible in extreme situations, and only same, and so the same for Mutah, that it is permissible in extreme situations. Sorry for the misspelling here. Ismailis reject its validity in the Quran even, or any other authentic text from Holy Prophet. So there are texts for it from the Holy Prophet, and see, Imams of Al Bayt, Ziya ul Islam, page 621, volume 63, Farman Imam al Mubarak. So this Imam is the Ismaili Imam, has been the Ismaili Imam. At what number, I don't know, right? So he's given the Farman of Imam Ali here. Then narrated from Imam Jafar al-Sadiq, Mutah is adultery, Kitab al-Mawla. So the Ismailis have a different kitab on this. They call it Kitab al-Mawla, where they have the sayings of the previous Imams, Shia Imams. Page 412, volume 21. Then narrated from Imam Jafar al-Sadiq to Imam Ismail al-Mubarak, his son, his eldest son. It is fornication. Zina bil Raza, Kitab al Mawla. So their authentic Kitab al Mawla, page Ismaili's authentic Kitab book, 414, volume 21. These traditions are classified as mutawatir, highly authentic. Irshad al Imam, page 112, volume 11, also their book, and even the 12 Shias. Darajat al-Imam Azam, Imam Ismail bin Imam Jafar al-Sadiq, meaning Imam Ismail, the son of Imam Jafar al-Sadiq. Imam Jafar al-Sadiq is the rightfully chosen Imam. Both the 12 Shias and the Ismailis believe in him. But the split was in that Ismail, his sons, split came from his sons, Imam Jafar al-Sadiq's sons. Zaydis and Ismailis dismissed all claims made by Isna Ashari about Mutah legality, and class all texts from Holy Prophet Muhammad, meaning, and Imams as fabrications. Zaydi Shia's view about Mutah. It was narrated from Imam Ali al-Murtaza that the Messenger of Allah forbade Mutah marriage and the meat of domestic donkeys at the time of Khaybar. According to another report, he forbade Mutah marriage at the time of Khaybar, and he forbade the meat of tame donkeys. Majmu Imam Ali, page 498, volume 12, narrated Ali. Allah's Messenger forbade the temporary marriage in the year of Khaybar. Majmu Imam Ali, page 499, volume 112. Number 3, Ali said to a man who was engaging in Mutah, "You are a straying person. The Messenger of Allah has forbidden temporary marriage and the meat of domestic camels on the day of Khaybar." Majmu Imam Ali, from Imam Ali to Imam Hassan and Imam Hussein, then narrated to Imam Zain al-Abidin, to Imam Zain bin Ziyan al-Abidin, Imam Zaid bin Zain al-Abidin, sorry, page 503, volume 1112. classified all above Zaydi's narration as mutawatir, highly authentic, by Imam Zaid bin Zain Ziyad, by Imam Zaid? No, Imam Zaid bin Zain al-Abidin in his Majmut al-Bayan, page 212, volume 18. Okay? So we see this, that the Ismailis are Shias and the Zaydis are also Shias, but the 12 Shias split. And when did the Zaydis split? No, the Zaydis split from Imam Zain al-Abidin, the fourth 12 Shia Imam. The Ismailis believe in, because he's before Imam Jafar Sadiq. He's the great grandfather of Imam Jafar Sadiq, right? So the Zaydi split there on Imam Zain al-Abidin's time. So this helping the Shias, 12 Shias, very important to leave this. Imam, look at this. Now back to this hadith where Imam Jafar Sadiq says, here only the fawajir, prostitute, do it. In Bihar al-Anwar, but you see the 12 Shia say Bihar al-Anwar is not their authentic book. But it is from their Shia, the compilation of Imam's hadiths and all. So in this, however, declared it authentic by Majlisi and Hassan by Sheikh Tusi. Good, by Sheikh Tusi. So this book is authentic, but even then some Shia say we look at the sayings and see if there are any interpolations or if it's against the Quran ayats and how they reject even an Imam's hadith saying. But this is an authentic book. So Sheikh Tusi in his Min la Yadruhu Fiqh says it's Hasan. And many problems are now on this website. You can check prostitution legalized. Also, people get angry when Mutah is described as religious prostitution. People, meaning Shias, get angry. 12 Shias. However, prostitutes and pimp use Mutah to legitimize their merchandise. What about this? There are the pros and cons now of Mutah. Here is just one extract of a newspaper to show how selling sex and Mutah go hand in hand. Telegraph, November 2010. November 2010. The Iranian government recently passed legislation which created legal whorehouses, brothels, which would be officially licensed under law as chastity houses. Such a name is, of course, the epitome of Orwellian terminology, and the irony of the name should not be lost to anyone. The Iranian clerics argued that the only way to solve the problem of prostitution now, even after Mutah thing allowed, is to bring it under state control. So they found the solution. In recent weeks, several prominent conservative clerics have proposed that prostitutes be placed in government-run shelters for destitute women to be called chastity houses, where male customers could briefly marry them, temporary marriage, Mutah, briefly marry them under the Shia belief of Mutah. Well written. These brothels would then be run by the Iranian religious clerics who would ensure that the couples use contraceptives and protective measures. Proponents of the idea argue that it would eradicate social corruption by legitimizing sexual relations between men and women. Under the plan, the couples would register for a temporary marriage, Mutah, One cleric backing the plan, Ayatollah Muhammad Musawi Bujnardi, recently told a newspaper, "We face a real challenge with all these women on the street. Our society is in an emergency situation, so the formation of the chastity houses can be an immediate solution to the problem." He added that the plan is both realistic and conforms to Sharia Islamic law. The Cultural Council for Women, a women's rights group, argued back that such houses would be a deceitful and disguised form of prostitution. Reuters recently quoted Sheherbanu Amani, a female parliamentarian, as calling the chastity houses an insult and disrespectful to women. Particularly discomforting is that there are hundreds of thousands of prostitutes in Tehran alone, and many of them are girls who are poverty-stricken and forced into the now legalized prostitution that is so rampant in Iran. So this is the solution your Allah has found, and Shias think yes, Allah has found it. Prophet Muhammad's sayings are there about it. Imam sayings are there about it. This is the solution. And the solution, like last in my previous live stream for that Surah Talaq ayat, for reason for that also, what tying of babies, like elderly men can also do this because the against the polytheists, what they used to do is kill their little infant girls, bury them alive. So Allah found the best solution for that. I showed you that in the previous live stream. 3 hours long, but you'll have to search for it. Sorry, can't tell you where exactly I mentioned it, and showed you the when why Sayyid Sistani has removed the fatwa of tying of babies. So blaming it on, you can't find a Muslim man who will take care, or a Muslim woman who will say, give it to me. They didn't even, the polytheists could not trust them. Don't kill them, we will take them and take care of them and adopt them. Even adoption, the good adoption way of the polytheists, you made it, like no blood, it's not blood, no this, that. Anyways, incest even exists. What will you do with that? What will you do with schools and colleges where there are like, you segregate your girls and your boys? You have different colleges for girls and boys, but then what will you do when there are lesbians in your schools and colleges? So this, or come to school in hijab, even all girls school, Muslim world, Islamic world, countries and all. This is your solution. Now look at how the Shias, 12 Shias, have defended this. I showed you a video where this Karar Shia on Christian Prince's live stream defends Mutah. So here we have all solutions are with the Prophet's progeny, Muhammad al-Tijani al-Samawi. Temporary marriage is the very solution. We have discussed the wisdom of Allah when we talked about the offering of two prayers at the same time and said that Allah is kind to his people. So he created them, so he guides them to what benefits them because he is beneficent. This is a classic example now. You see? Very good example. Should he not know that what he created? He is the knower of subtleties and the aware. Surah 67, ayat 14. Oh, Sorry, I forgot to share this on the screen. I looked at it, and so here it is, right? Temporary marriage is the very solution. Then I'm skipping some. Let's see. How can a reasonable one imagine that Allah has created man weak and created him the sexual instinct, that he is terribly excited, and then he determined severe punishment on him by either whipping or stoning when he would satisfy this unruly instinct? Can we convince others to embrace Islam when we show these rulings? And then we say that Allah is merciful to His people. Allah wants to ease for them. He does not impose on man what he cannot bear, or that he has not made in religion any embarrassment or hardship. Before we try to convince others, we can convince ourselves with this justification. Certainly not. The sexual intercourse may be practiced without raping, violence, or force. But your women are your field. You can go into them as you wish. That opens way for in marital relationships for husbands to rape their wives. But with actual love, satisfaction, and agreement between a man, I'm sorry, I don't understand. Is no harm against anyone? Precaution is observed so that pregnancy, birth take place. All that does not, is skipping some injustice against women. Killing, committing adultery. All that does not let inside. Sorry if you don't understand. Am I reading? Traveler. So Allah the Almighty has permitted a sick one or a traveler not to fast in the month of Ramadan and to offer the half of prayers, or to offer the prayer while sitting or lying down in some cases when you're not well, who has permitted Muslims to perform tayammum with earth when there is no water. And it goes on, who has permitted a faithful to pretend unfaith, in some cases to preserve his life, properties, and honor. And the poor Jews and the Christians whose faces would have been obliterated, they, if they lied and said, okay, we are Muslims, remember that ayat in the Quran? Then you say they are hypocrites, they bite the fingertips in rage. We love them, they don't love you. Freedom of religion, choice also, freedom of choice to choose, and freedom to search for the truth for yourself, even if you're born in a Muslim family. And if you don't think it is right, leave it. Don't bang your head and like go crazy on that, like the society and this religion would want you to. Kill, kill those who leave their religion or change their religion. Prophet Muhammad saying. So if it is so, how would Allah ignore the sexual lust? Hmm. Deceiving yourselves in this respect, and He's turned to mercy. Surah, oh, this one during Ramadan, you can go into your women. Now, so if it is so, how would Allah ignore the sexual lust that He Himself has created? And He's aware of its ferocity and bad results, very well written, which might destroy societies. You can't control yourself. I showed you a Western article on what to do when these urges come up, and how to overcome them. And one of his signs is that He created you from dust, and lo, you are. Okay, Surah 30, Room, Ayat 20 to 21. Muhammad al-Tijani quotes a verse from the Quran, another verse from the Quran here. Oh, men and women from earth and made one. So all Muslims have agreed that Allah had mercy on His people, men and women. But you see, God created sexual desires in men like this, in men and women, perhaps, if you say. want to say that, could not be patient with their sexual desires. They complained to the Prophet and asked him to permit them to castrate themselves. Oh my goodness. They have another. Allah's Messenger, can we castrate ourselves? Al Bukhari. I'm just reading parts of this. He prohibited us from doing that, then he permitted us to marry women in temporary marriage for a garment, a simple dowry, and then he recited. So you see, there are sayings of Prophet. Although the Ismailis say no, those are fabricated. These are fabricated. 12 Shias. O you who believe, do not forbid the good things which Allah has made lawful for you. Surah 5 ayat 87. Praise be to Allah, glorified is He. How kind and merciful He is to His people. The Prophet prohibited his companions from castration. Now they're blaming these companions. There's a hadith in the Sunni also that the Sunni, both they agree to this hadith. Shia Sunni Al Bukhari want to castrate the Sahabas. They've just come out of the, polytheist religion. It's so stupid want to castrate themselves. Prophet Muhammad prohibited and Allah said you can have temporary marriages. In this case, sexual desire is a nature in man. It must be satisfied and not suppressed. But what about the lesbians and that should be suppressed, controlled. Biscuit, Shia website once I've found long time, some years back. Okay, we won't punish you because you haven't practiced gayism, homosexuality, because its suppression causes psychological and bodily diseases also. Forget the gays, forget the lesbians, suppress. Or what Lut says to his homosexual people. I give you my daughters. They said, Lut, you know very well we don't have any desire for your daughters. They're unsound mind or something. What are they? Homosexuals. A Quran ayat. So, so for you heterosexuals, right? Have to satisfy this desire within the legal limits. Men and women have to satisfy. Sorry, I don't mean to pick on Muhammad al Tejani. I'm not making fun. I'm just, kind of very in this. I can't, has declared to Muslims. Have to satisfy this desire. The Prophet has declared to Muslims. Bodily law, suppress. Don't suppress. Don't suppress. But what if the wife is at home? No, in her which a different country than her husband, and her husband stays away from her, and he can perform Mutah. The religious scholars say, Shia religious scholars, 12 Shia religious scholars. So, wife, a woman can suppress, but it's something that Tejani has put and women in brackets and woman, men and women in brackets, right? Have to satisfy their desires within the within the legal limits that Allah. Wait a minute. Therefore, sexual desires are nature in man, that in man only, not in women. Yeah, they're right. Because the Shia, Tejani knows this, because the Shia 12 verse say, women, a woman can control herself. She has a great, as the urge is there, So her control, God has given her greater control than men to control herself. And it doesn't cause any bodily diseases for her. Or because this, its suppression doesn't cause psychological problems for her either, or bodily diseases. Oh my goodness, so unfair, really, unjust. So, as he gave women the power to control their sexual desires and no bodily diseases, isn't it this God's fault to give man, this nature of man, in the nature of man? Very, very bad. If you stay away from your wife 6 months, you 3 months after you go for the mut'ah, because they've scared the ulemas have scared the husband, Shia husband. It causes psychological suppression and bodily diseases. Not good. You see? Now this is the reasons they give. We tell them, we show them they're contradictory. Stop it. Look at this. What? No, 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 no. You're not looking. Why should we look at that Imam Najis? Right? Who has taught his Ismailis to say, Ya Ali Madad. Oh my God. And Prophet Muhammad said that, oh Ali, no hypocrite will love you, no matter if you give him the world. And no believer will hate you, even if you take away his life and everything from him. Najul Balagha, introduction. Oh my God. So 12 Shias, Prophet Muhammad saying, you know very well. Also, this point coming. So, a reminder like now I'm telling you the corrupted the reasons you use to defend your Imams saying that is for Mutah, and even Prophet Muhammad saying for Mutah, and you found the verse in the Quran Imam gave you. Surah 4, ayat 24 or 25, 24, yes. That is for Mutah. You see how you find things. Now you have a conflict here between the Ismailis and the Zaydids and the Sunnis, but especially stress I put on Ismaili Shia who say Ya Ali Madad in their greeting, right? Greeting. They love Ali. Look at the mankab, what praise for Ali. I was wondering, how could a hypocrite love Ali? Please tell us. So, Ismaili Imam, according to 12 Shias, false Imam. Imam Shia, 12 words. Imam, after Imam Jafar Sadiq, Imam Musa Qasim, then Imam Ali Raza, then Imam Muhammad Taqi, then Imam uh, Muhammad Naqi, then Imam Ali Naqi, then Imam Hassan Askari, then Imam Mahdi, who is ghaib in occultation. So, okay, let's now you see this? By Allah, no, there is nothing of that at all. May Allah have mercy. Ooh, what prohibited it? Oh, or does the Prophet have the right to prohibit what Allah has permitted? Some say it has been annulled and permission has. Then is this problem no longer available so that this permission has to be annulled? Is this sexual desire for a Muslim man and I must solve the problem of sexual desire for a Muslim man and a Muslim woman? But what about a Muslim wife, Shia, sitting there, her husband is gone? right? Husband can have a mutah with another woman. Shia wife cannot. She's given more power. In this case. So by Allah, no, there is nothing. We are getting stupid day by day. No, no, I mean, really. Dejani should also, with due respect to him, leave Islam altogether, become an ex-Shia like me. By Allah, no. There is nothing but that at all, about nothing of that. The temporary, sorry if I'm just not, Amirul Mominin Ali meaning had said, temporary marriage is a mercy that Allah has given to his servants. Were it not for the prohibition of Umar, no one would commit adultery except the wretched one. So there's a hadith of Amir al-Mu'minin Ali in favor of temporary marriage, Mutah. And look, in this discussion, we do not want to prove the legality of temporary marriage, for we have already proved that in our book, to be with the truthful, his book to be with the truthful. But we want to say that Ahl Bayt have said it is lawful. Okay, so we don't want to prove the legality of a temporary marriage. Ahl Bayt have said it is lawful until the day of resurrection, quoting the grandfather, the Messenger of Allah. We say that Ahl Bayt have done Muslims great favors, which yes, that's what I believed, which has preserved their religion and high values that keep pace with all ages. And oh, my clapping, I will clap, I'm just whistling. It is what? Clap, whistle, do what you like for God. It is the niyat, I tell you. I mean, according to my opinion, Zahra's Bizak's opinion, ah, clapping and whistling, Quran ayat, against polytheists. In the end, Muslims shall find no way that leads to the best, except by the way of Ahlul Bayt. What about the best of the Ismailis? Oh, ooh, that have been based on the Quran and the Prophet's Sunnah. Allah says, is he then who guides to the truth more worthy to be followed? More worthy, or he who himself does not go aright unless he is guided? So when was your Prophet guided? When was your Prophet guided? In what cases? And I'll tell you again, you know very well in Surah Ahzab, we know Sunni say he wasn't a Muslim at that time. He was guided later on. After having adopted Zayd as in the pagan Arab custom way, right? Then your Prophet even was guided. So Allah saying here there's some contradiction. Thanks on this, it goes to another topic altogether. Guided. Temporary marriage was legislated for women's welfare. Oh my God, I have to remain on the topic because then I'll have to go soon. Temporary marriage is a divine mercy that Allah has endowed on His servants. It is for the welfare of men and women with no difference. No difference. No difference. Men, yes. No difference. Wives are not supposed to. Husbands are supposed to. Then someone, Shia says only for divorced. I don't know what this is. What about the men who are traveling? Even the Sunni Islam has a solution for the traveling man who is not with his wife. He has four wives at home in another country. So this, however, and as we have said before, men have absolute freedom and they can enjoy themselves in the public places that are founded for the purpose and protected by the law. Moreover, men have the right to marry two, three, or four wives at the same time. Therefore, sexual pleasure is available to them. No, it's not equal rights, right? Wherever and whenever they like. On this basis, I can. So, if you're a Shia, how are you reading it? Now I'm an ex-Shia, and it's a world of a difference. World of a difference. On this basis, I can deduce that temporary marriage, which Allah has permitted, is to make the rights of a woman to be equal to the rights of a man in this aspect. No, no, no. Because this kind of marriage does not prevent women from getting married to more than one man, or and even to many if she observes the Ida, yeah, and the other conditions of this marriage. If her first husband divorces her, and if she is a divorcee, if she can even get past the divorce, if her husband is angry at her for something, will not divorce her. Come to reality, come to reality. See all the things. You see so well adultery, this, that, Allah, mercy. Look how your reasoning, your mind, oof. This comes from mind, culprit, mind, the culprit. And she observed the Ida. The only difference, oh, but one at a time, right? After observing Ida, men, the only difference between man and woman in this regard, okay, regard is that man can get married to four women at the same time, but women cannot get married even to two men at the same time. Now you've said it proper. And that men, anytime they wish, how they wish, go to their fields. That's Quran ayat. That is because of the reason that we have mentioned before, that there is possibility that the sperms of two men may gather in the womb of one woman. Now you have two men who are using one woman, right? After Idda and all this. And okay, the man wants to know, if the man wants to know. But if the other man, why can't you just take care of the child? Even if you are not the father, or if you've used this woman for sexual pleasure. Okay, maybe because, okay, the man would want to know if the woman is bearing his child or some other man's child. So then he gets the responsibility. It's also that to financially, help him, help his child. Then it is not known which man is the father of the child created in the woman's womb, whereas this is impossible for the man who has many wives. Yeah, thus the nature has been cruel to women, we can say, unjust. So what is this? My mind has gone on dizzying heights. Now I can't even blame this Allah. But there are many things to blame this Allah for. But here, even nature has been like cruel to women. If you're allowing men, oh yeah, but in this way, to marry four wives and not bother about, you'll know with, yeah, the one man, his father. We find even in tame animals that live with us. This is the rule of Allah. If you put, yes, 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 in nature, no quarrel, yes. And then I said, it's not possible. So once someone said to me, if the matter is so, then a sterile woman can get married to two men at the same time because the cause has fallen off. I said this is not possible because the Islamic rulings are not limited to causes, that when a cause has fallen off. the ruling is annulled. If we say that the cause of the prohibition of wine is the loss of one's reason, where Allah says, O you who believe, do not go near prayer when you are intoxicated until you know what you say. Surah 4, ayah 34. Then is the one who is not intoxicated after drinking a cup or two of wine not subject to this ruling? Certainly not, oh my friends. Oh my dear. Oh my dear. Shias. That substance whose much quantity causes intoxication, the little of it is also unlawful. And it has been made haram by the verse Surah 7, ayat 33. All sin is haram, since it has greater sin. So, what was Allah doing in this? Trying to stop those, again, polytheists who were drinking, drinking, drinking. It took him 3 years. Read an article on this. Our Prophet Muhammad, Allah, Islam stopped alcohol. And if we say that the cause of, but there's also a hadith that to throw, like, punish the alcoholic now. It's by time, but there's a hadith of Prophet Muhammad. And if we say the cause of prohibition of pig is impurity and filthiness, then will eating its meat be lawful when it is sterilized and all microbes are removed? The rulings of Allah do not rely on only one cause. There may be many causes. It goes on and it gets very good in one way, another way. See how we defend it. See how we defend it. This is what Jiddu Krishnamurti, by explaining it away, giving reasons, or our mind can bring about, conjure great reasons for this. How we have been brainwashed. And we call this intellect freedom of, like, first, like, look at the beauty of the intellect. Look at the beauty. You want to see the beauty of, look at the greatness of the intellect. In Al-Kafi, Allah told intellect, come forward. Al-Kafi, it came forward. You remember that hadith? Oh, intelligence. I said, when Allah created the intellect, al-aql, He made it speak and said to it. He made the aql speak. Okay. Said to it, come forward. So it came forward. He then said, go back, and it went back. Then Allah said, I swear by my honor, Izzati, this was Hawshat and glory. Okay. That I have not created any creation more beloved to me than you. And can you love from the intellect or do you love from the heart's intelligence? Maybe Allah's talking about the heart also. Well, Allah, my heart is saying something, but that's another thing. So this is Al-Qafi Al-Qulaini, the authentic book, one of the authentic books of Shia, 12 Shias. Now let's go back to Port Tejani. I'm sorry about this. I apologize greatly. Then marry women seem good to you. 2, 3. If you cannot help the orphans, and how can you help the orphan? Do Surah Nisa at 3. By marrying them? And then you have, oh God, and what solutions your Allah has found for polytheists doing, burying their infant daughters live in temporary marriage. Everything is in the hand of woman. She's the one to decide. Is she? She recites the wording. What? She's the one to recite? Sexual or do not marry other than me. Or she may say, on condition that you do not have sexual intercourse with me. Okay, this she can decide. But there has been a case in India. Oh, this much India Mutah case. Indian Kano. Oh no, this website verifying that I'm a human. Oh God, successful. Muhammad. Okay, where's that case where uh, Mutah India case? The wife, the husband left the wife or in Mutah. Middle-aged Muslim women are pushed into times of uh, okay, fine. There are problems in this Mutah. Therefore, Mutah, my husband left me. Firstly, the parties might attain. Oh God, I can't find that case right now. So I'm not that articulate. What happened in that case in India? Um, Problems. You see, they have essential Mutah. I can't find it. This is the problem. So sorry. Marriage Mutah India court doesn't recognize. Husband, she claimed, the wife claimed in temporary marriage that the husband left me. The marriage, and can't find that. Maybe here. Okay, right now. You can look at the problems created by this marriage. The wife, the husband can leave the wife in Mutah, right? She cannot do anything. Husband can leave the wife in Mutah. After entering into a Mutah, if the husband does not wish to continue, then he can give the remaining time period to the wife. It is considered a gift of time given by the husband to the wife. In some case, oh, so if the husband does not wish to continue the time period set in the Mutah, then he can give the remaining time period. Oh, a woman, and these are the good points. A woman can leave the house without her husband's permission. However, if the act of leaving the house violates her husband's right, a man is not permitted to marry the daughter of his sister. So, what was that problem? I thought that it, can the man just leave? Reading out, let's see, Mutah marriage. What if the man just leaves his wife um, before the expiry date? Mutah is one type marriage. What is Mutah marriage? You're allowed to seek out wives with your wealth and decorous conduct, but not in fornication, but give them the reward for what you have enjoyed of them in keeping with your promise. Mutah is survived pre-Islamic Arabia. What's this? This is the problem with such sites. I don't know how to remove this. Before expiry date. Wife receives the whole dowry, whether or not the husband consummates the marriage before the time period expires. But the wife receives. There's some good things. Sorry, I cannot say this properly. What I was about to. A case I was about to make. Can the husband leave the wife, temporary wife? Hello, Sarah, ma'am. Oh, yeah. It's Desh hits Vopar. Okay. Back to Tejani. Pros and cons. No. He says that she recites the wording of the marriage contract and man only accepts or refuses. Woman is the one who determines the period of his marriage and consequently determines her divorce with no condition or tie. She has the right to put any condition she likes against man. She may say to the husband, for example, on condition that you do not leave me all this time and do not marry other than me. Or she may say, so you can marry another, it's not only a divorce, on condition that you do not have sexual intercourse with me, or on condition of sexual intercourse, but to ejaculate out of the womb lest I bear. Or she may say, on condition that we spend the honeymoon in holy Makkah. In temporary marriage, woman can stipulate whatever she likes. Allah said, whatever she likes. Then, as to those whom you seek content, give them their dowries as appointed, and there's no blame on you about what you mutually agree after what is appointed. It suffices woman as honor that she can marry herself in temporary marriage. Don't do it without the permission of her guardian. Without the permission of a guardian. In another word, it is woman who gets married to man in this kind of marriage. And who is she? Oh God, is she? She can't be a polytheist. Temporary marriage and its benefits. Unfortunately, Muslims do not look at this marriage except by the eye of criticism. In fact, everything has negative and positive. It is like offering two prayers at one time, disgustingly legal. Okay. A young woman often tried to incite some young man to commit adultery with her. When he refused and suggested that she get married in temporary marriage, she refused and said that she did not want this kind of marriage. If you argue about the matter of temporary marriage with Sunni scholars and prove its legality with irrefutable proofs from Al Bukhari and Muslim, and when they are embarrassed before the evidences, they say this marriage is a kind of humiliation to women. When you prove to them the opposite, they begin talking nonsense and say, will you marry me, your sister or daughter, in temporary marriage? They speak with the mentality of domination over a woman. They often say that women cannot marry herself to someone by her will, and that a marriage is in the hand of her guardian. They think that woman is like a cow that is sold and bought. This is the Muslim, Sunni, and that she has no right to choose her husband. Indeed, this is the very humiliation to woman, and not her temporary marriage. Temporary marriage is a mercy from Allah for woman, and it is not a kind of humiliation. She has the full right to refuse temporary marriage, and no one can ever force her to accept it. Later on, uh, her agreement, everything her husband, her house, and later on, what's this? If they think that this kind of a marriage is humiliation to women, then what do they say about the polygamy where another fellow wife or other wives are brought home? In this, okay, this goes on. Sorry, I'm so sorry for this afflicted nation that claims that love to the prophet's progeny, while it contradicts them in all rulings, which they narrated from their grandfather, the prophet Muhammad, and did according to these rulings. Despite that Jafri school Shiism, which is the jurisprudence of Imam Jafar Sadiq, is taught in Al Azhar University in Cairo. All this happening belongs to Imam Jafar Sadiq. Because of fanaticism, still doubted, and doubt it belongs to Imam Jafar Sadiq. Fanaticism also a problem in this religion, Islam. It is certain that the 12 infallible Imams, at the head of whom is Imam Ali, called upon people for the legality of temporary marriage and said that it was a mercy for people. Now you see the Shias also indoctrinated with this, 12 Shias. Feelings of those girls paying no. Oh my God. On the other hand, if a female student moves from one young man to another, having in her handbag tens of love letters from this, that besides the contraceptives, a fear of pregnancy, scandal, men move one girl to another. If young men move from one girl to another to taste her honey, ooh, yeah, Prophet Muhammad, a traveler traveled for a long period away from his home. Taste the honey of, the honey does. Ooh, Aisha was trying to taste. Have you tasted her honey? Oh my goodness, this is so vulgar. Prophet Muhammad. Maybe Prophet Muhammad was tasting Zainab's honey. Hmm. Do you want to go back to Rifa? Have you eaten makhaf? No, but I've drunk honey in the house. Okay, drunk, tasted honey. Where does there's I want, now it's a whole art. This, no, question and answer. Islamic website. Woman complains about impotent husband. Look at the way Prophet Muhammad says this. Not found. Oh my God. Why should you forbid what God has? He hates. So they said. Okay, I think this is enough. So you see the reasons. I just haven't prepared myself for this also. You see the reasons, benefits of girl finished. Oh my God, no, no. Wait a minute. With so away from home, wife may be able to be patient, but if not, he's see the reason. Be able to be patient. Here comes the wife. Oh, this, how can I miss this? So a traveler who travels for a long period away from his home and wife may be able to be wife and wife may be able to he may be able to be patient with his but if not, he has to get married in temporary marriage to assure his ease, tranquility, and faith. Go into your wife's your Surah Romayat, right? Tranquility, like finds tranquility there. That's the only way to find peace, tranquility. But remember the name of Allah. Remember the Allah's names, right? Not even Allah. Doesn't it say the remembrance of Allah? No, no. It says the remembrance of Allah is the greatest. A wife knows her husband well and shall prefer him to be in the house of an honest and upright woman who gets married to protect her honor. What else is there? Temporary marriage can solve the problem of a spinster who has not married for one reason or another. No, thank you. Islam permits her to satisfy her desire in this lawful way. Are we here for sex only? Companionship? No companionship, no love. Oh, this thing of, oh my God. How, then what's the well, there's a slight difference between a prostitute. No, 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 but you're saying I won't take money? In Islam, he's supposed to give you money. Oh, so this natural need of women should not be, because then they'll become very angry spinsters, already elderly women, I'm told, get irritable, cranky, age. So we say, if my mother, you have to be patient with your elderly parents. So this woman may sleep with this teenager and remain doing so secretly. Okay, and a woman who is afraid to travel alone, or that some countries may prevent her. So many reasons. See? So many reasons. It's my days. And marriage in this case can be without sexual intercourse. Oh, conclude a contract of temporary marriages for the purpose of travel. Or maybe a green card, American green card. A man who, now, for now, a man who has a female servant at home is not permitted by Islam to touch any part of her body or look at her while unveiled. And her full veil may embarrass her when doing her job in the house of master. This man can conclude a contract of temporary marriage between his young son and the servant. His young son and the servant. Very, very convenient. No matter. Oh my goodness. A young woman who remains alone for hours in the house of a man for learning special lessons. Said, no man and woman are alone in privacy. Prophet has said this, right? Except that the third is Satan. In this way, the privacy shall be lawful, and the woman can put off her hijab before a teacher. Better to follow secular system. So now the hijab is a problem with mahram. And oh goodness, so one problem stems and then the solution, another problem stems and this solution. Islam has found solutions to the problems that are coming from the this now the hijab and non-mahram thing. So don't go to a male to learn anything or get be taught anything, right? But let's say rare cases. There are many other cases where temporary marriage becomes mercy for people, lest they commit sins. It's well written, I must say, but uh, this is the best I found. The many other cases where temporary marriages becomes mercy for people lest they commit sins, which may cause the society much corruption and many physical and psychological diseases. Temporary marriage, in many cases, is the only solution to save society from these diseases. Sorry, I have to read it like this. And to preserve honors, lineages, and dignities and nobilities. I'm saying but here Tejani has put it well, with due respect to him. Say, surely Allah does not enjoin indecency. Do you say against Allah what you do not know? Quran, Surah 7, Ayat 28. Surely Allah enjoins the doing of justice and the doing of good and the giving to the kindred, and He forbids indecency and evil and oppression. He admonishes you that you may be mindful. Surah 16 at 19. Sorry, I could not read it properly. Oh, God. And now what's happened? What if now Tejani finds out, goes to a smiley side and finds this? Okay, the Shia say, but they're sayings of Prophet Muhammad. Let's find something else on this more critical look at pro-Mutah articles. Quick fix arguments and Mutah. The shocking truths. I don't know where to go. Which one? There's not, or it's loading, or it's loaded. There's nothing here. Shh. Untitled. Quick fix arguments. On occasions, we hear one linear arguments to defend Mata, like cartoon characters that make us divert from clear arguments to dismissals. So what are the senseless one-liners to make people accept Mata? The Imams did not do Mata because they all had 4 wives, and therefore they got enough pleasure from them. Hence, they did not need to do Mata. What is ignored by this liner? Liner? One-liner. Mutta is regarded as a mustahab, or good things, and those who do it are regarded as blessed. Hence, to say that since the Imams drew enough pleasure from the wives, there was no need to do Mutta against all the laws of Mutta, that is sawab to do it. Why would an Imam forego the sawab when they are not allowed to do awla, which means they are not allowed to forego a good thing? Secondly, Imam Hassan had a wife who poisoned him. Many Imams spent their lives traveling and did not take their wives. Okay, this is for Mata. Furthermore, we know that Imam Ali married when he was in his mid-20s, but when he was not, but he was not with any woman before that. Surely, if Mata was valid, then he should have done with anybody. Same true for the Nabi Muhammad, stigma not to be women until the age. All these, what's this? Despite the fact that women were widely available in those days, and it was a stigma not to be with a woman until that age. All these facts go against the one-liner, but the people who throw this type of statements often do not care of the truth. All they want to do is defend what they are unable to relinquish, give up. Muta is necessary for widows who get desperate for sex, but nobody wants to marry them. What is ignored by the one-liner? Now this is Muta is for youth and their sex problems. This is for you don't do it if you don't want to, but we will. Oh, the Shias. Don't save the Shias. What is ignored by this one liner? This one liner was thrown at me when I challenged a mullah on TV. The Quran does not have Mutah mentioned anywhere. After that, they cut my phone and would not receive it again. So I wrote to them saying that this is similar to saying that if you do not want to drink alcohol or to do child abuse, then don't do it. Needless to say, I have no reply. Mutta is not prostitution. What is ignored by this one-liner, who says it is not prostitution when narrations exist in Shia books saying that Imam Jafar Sadiq said that if it that it for prostitutes, that it is prostitute for prostitutes. In any case, if a woman can contract a body for sex, that is prostitution or mistresshood. Then there no getting away from this fact. The second fact is that prostitution comes in many guises. Mutta is a religious guise for prostitution. On occasions, we hear one-liner arguments to defend Mutta, like cartoon characters that make us divert from clear arguments to dismissals. You see? So, what are the senseless one-liners to make people accept Mutta? What is ignored by this one-liner? Mutta is regarded as a mustahab, but good thing. Oh my God. Imam, sorry, I didn't complete this paragraph before when I was reading it. Many imams spent their lives traveling and did not take their wives with them. Imam Ali spent many months on travel boat. Imam Musa Kazim had women sent to him, but did not do it, etc. Oh, all these facts show that Mutta was not even in the minds. Yes, but who will see? So there are Ismailis claim the rest Sunni Zaydis that no, but we've been told this here that these are fabricated, but they are the hadith says, right? Shocking truth, critical look at pro. Oh, I didn't read articles to justify Mutta. Yes, paragraph 1. Among the Muslims are some who believe that the temporary marriage is unlawful, and others who believe that it is lawful and even very important. Those who believe it is unlawful believe that Prophet of Islam, through God's command, allowed it for a very short period and then disallowed it. But why did he allow it? Those who believe it is lawful believe that the Prophet of Islam never disallowed it, but rather it was a caliph after the death of the Prophet. So this argument goes on. Further, paragraph 2. Further, those who find it lawful turn to a verse in the Quran in which they believe temporary marriage is mentioned. They say all that something which is lawful in the Quran and not made unlawful somewhere else in the Quran must be permissible. The matter of dispute is in Surah 4, Ayat 24. Here presented as in Puya Ali translation and tafsir of Holy Quran. As to them whom you married for a fixed time, Mutah, give them the agreed dowries, and there is no sin for you in what you mutually agree together after what has been settled. Paragraph 3. فَمَسْتَمْتَعْتُمْ بِهِ The Arabic in the text, which the marriage, refers to the marriage, provides for a temporary marriage known as Mutah. It has been specifically made lawful by the Quran and the Holy Prophet. Therefore, this provision subsists as unrescinded. Paragraph 4. You can read all this on one day for no reason at all, having no authority to amend a law given and practiced by the Holy Prophet, the second Caliph declared from the pulpit. Paragraph 5. Two mutas, temporary marriage and combining Hajj with Umrah, were enforced during the time of the Holy Prophet. But now I decree both of them as unlawful, and I will punish those who practice them. Tafsir Kabir, Dur al Manthur, Kashaf, Mustadrak and others. Now let me just post this. You can read. This is not me. I did not even make this site. I, I don't know who did. Oh, God. Please help yourselves more. And I will try to do as much as I can here on this live stream and perhaps what no I don't know what will be the next stream. So saving 12 Shias, let's see. So on one hand this, and you can read, therefore the Shia school of thought holds both mutas lawful. According to Tirmidhi even, paragraph 6, Tirmidhi even, the second caliph's son, Ibn Umar, refused to agree with his father's action because it was made lawful by Allah and His Prophet, whose pronouncements could never be revoked by anyone after him. Huh. Analysis. Paragraph 1, sentence 1. No, paragraph 1, sentence 1. The end of the sentence says, Mutta is very important. There is no explanation of why this is the case. Second, sentence 2. Those who believe that it was allowed for a short period also say it can be allowed in times of desperation, even now. They are Sunnis whose books say many different things, just like the Shia books do. Both Sunni and Shia books are only a collection of different things. They both agree and disagree in many things. To pick bits out that suit yourself is very misleading. 3. Maybe they even try to, they say it's in the Quran ayat. Those who say the Caliph Omar banned it do not tell us that even according to Shia sources, Imam Ali also forbade it. Sentence 3. Those who say that nothing can change are not telling us if slavery is still allowed, as the Prophet never banned it. Also, whether child marriage is still allowed. Paragraph 2. Paragraph 2. Sentence 2. But the Quran does not make mutta lawful at all. In fact, the word mutta is not mentioned anywhere in the Quran. The verse is quoted wrongly and words are added to it in the brackets. First, the word mutta does not exist in it. Yes, even hijab. Hijab, like for the jalbab and covering of the bosom and with khamar. What is khamar now? So they put it in okay, one word we say hijab. Hijab is in the Quran, but not for women's covering. Allah is in a hijab and Bibi Maryam went in a hijab. Does not exist in it. Secondly, the words for a fixed time are also not in it. Oh, hence this is a total forgery where words of the Quran are changed to justify muta. Even I didn't see what is this Surah 4 ayat 24 on Mutah. Fixed time. Enjoyment or what? It seems the claim is that for I can't pronounce it, equals temporary marriage. Famastamta tumbi bihi. Famastamta tumbihi equals temporary marriage. This is the claim of the Shias, 12. This is nonsense, as it means fulfillment or compliance. Even the word mutta does not mean temporary marriage, as otherwise the word mutta, a hajj, would be meaningless. Yes, it is therefore only an opinion that fulfillment or compliance equals temporary marriage. They just call it temporary marriage because the imams, they think. Yes, paragraph 4. The story is that the girl was made pregnant by an old man who claimed that the Prophet had allowed Mutah to him. When Umar investigated it, he found out that a brothel was also run in Medina by such men. The claims of that the Nabi allowed it was thoroughly investigated. And even according to Shia book, the Imam Ali was consulted, who refuted Mutah. So look at the background. You haven't seen the background, 12 Shias. So to say that for no reason one day Umar forbade it is yet another misleading statement made in this article or anywhere else, the Shias. Paragraph 5. You see, Shias, I have been telling you, you haven't done the right research about Abu Sufyan and all that. What else? Yathrib, the Jews, Banu Qurayza. There's proof that even the word Mutta has many meanings. Paragraph 5. Paragraph 6. So it is an opinion of Tirmidhi, but Tirmidhi was not a prophet, and his opinion can be wrong. Can't it? Just like the mullahs of today, who tell us that a woman is naqis, say akal. It was also an opinion of Tirmidhi. Hence, we have to analyze these things and not accept things just because some high and mighty scholars have said it. Paragraph 7. It is a total lie. You see, your analysis, I could see the 12 Shias is wrong. Even the Sunnis. Research, analysis. Paragraph 7. It is a total lie that Imam Ali allowed it, but or reversed the decision of Umar at that time when Umar went to ask him. Maybe, but this Imam Ali allowed, it's a total lie. No books of any standing, both in Shia and Sunni tradition, say that Imam Ali legalized Mutah. Oh, this is yet another lie. Lie? Miss, you have been lying to us, Shias? 12 Shias? Oh my God. This is yet another lie in this very inapt article, which has the potential of driving girls into becoming sluts, mistresses, and prostitutes. Oh, don't do it to your daughters. If you don't care for others' daughters, don't do it. That's why I'm saying don't do it to your daughters. Oh, Shias. Oh my God. So please, yeah. Thank God I read this. Thank you, Mullah, Mulan, Muland, mutta.weebly.com. Mullah and oh, sorry, Mullah and Mutta. Oh, Sorry, look at my mind, so terrible. Mullah, Mullah, Mullah and Mutah. Mullah and Mutah. Wa Mutah, if in Arabic. Why you not to put the Mullah wa Mutah? You put Mullah in Arabic, Mutah in Arabic, and you put and in English. I get confused like that. Sorry, excuse me. No, no. Why you do this to me? You make me look so stupid. But very, very good article. Thank you so much for this website too. I found recently. Oh, and have I shared this website? Copy it. I have. I can't see. Yes. Mullah and Mutta. Whatever. Who's this? Tabqat Ibn Saad book? Woke Hindu says. Oh, I didn't see you, Woke Hindu. Your comment was. Don't see your comment here. Have I here? Oh, I may have. Tab Tabqat Ibn Saad book has references that Muhammad molested his mother. Mother? Women who fed him when he was born. Tabqat Ibn Saad. Woke Hindu says, Acha. Thank you for this. Sorry, I don't see your comment here on the StreamYard, but I see your comment in the on the another device. Acha, dark. I have to search for this, but the topic right now, dark, but I just hopefully I finished it. For now, Ibn Saad book. Tabaqat Ibn Saad. Acha, where? I'll have to search for it. Do you know the page? Zoom in, zoom in, zoom in. The genealogy of Prophet, account of Prophet from whom the Apostle of Allah was descended, account of Eve, account of Prophet Abraham. Oh God. Where? Next page. Oh, his, uh, yeah, but which page? Okay. Do you know the page? Very interesting. Molested his mother. Fatima, mother of the Prophet ancestors. Account of mothers of the Prophet ancestors. I'm searching it here. Okay, there's I can't see him here. Woke Hindu. Let me just you can check this. That Prophet Muhammad molested his mother while being breastfed by him. Okay, this is the book he's talking about. I'll just post it here. Tabaqat ibn Saad. Woke Hindu. I can't. Okay, Woke Hindu says the Bhagat Ibn Saad book has references that Muhammad molested his father. Really? If this is true, so please help save the lives of ex-Muslims. So just checking. Also, please don't kill. Allow the people, because let them reason. Your God says reason. If they use reason, and you've seen different ways of using intellect, and reason can be biased. If your imam is saying it, if you find out Prophet Muhammad that said Mutah is allowed, and then what beautiful things come out of it, and pros for Mutah and defense for Mutah, amazing things come out of your mind. You should have freedom of thought. See, this is what I said, didn't I? See, what is pure reason, pure logic, and unbiased research. And so if your child, your mother, your father, your brother, your sister has found out Islam, she's used her mind, they've used their minds without bias, without fear, just for the search for truth. Even when you say no to yourself, when I get angry, I don't say no to myself. But afterwards, I say, no, why did you do this? I disagree. And again, I do it. But I say, this is wrong. And I've been weakened too much. So, but I don't say this is right. Or sometimes I say, I also get angry because, I can't take it now. But I'm here but I did this. Taking risks also that, some bad things may come out of me. And the bad things I condemn. And then I tell Zahra, it could have been done in a better way. Like let's say I say something against UAE, but when in that complaint, there's different ways of complaining. Like if I know the UAE culture, and then if there's something someone has lied to me, or then I get very angry. But if I see honesty and really implement it here and all this, then the respect goes up. Then this like, and great people, you know what great people do when you talk against them, or I'm not trying to badnam UAE, right? I'm not trying to give a bad name to UAE, but there's always a better way of solution, finding a way to say things, finding solutions. See, UAE doesn't allow protests. No protests on the street, disruption of peace, and all this. UAE didn't allow. I know the Shias to Sanjeev, at least Matam. The beating of the chest a little bit they allowed on the outside the Imam Barga. Now, recent, I heard some years back. So if you researchers, if you want readers, oh my eyes were burning slightly, and I couldn't open my eyes. I want light, sensitive to light, daylight also coming through the window slightly. So earlier on, right? And so those who like reading and doing this research, like Rob has done, Rob Christian, whether we like it or not, sometimes we have to so much reading for this. You can do that, but I don't like this reading and researching. But thank you, brother woke Hindu. How many times? No, no. Okay, Mulland and Mulland Mutta. Oh God, I apologize for that. Mullah and Mutta. And so anything else, woke Hindu, I cannot see you. I think you've been, thank you for your help. Don't see you here. So anything else? Please help Give me, see, I want this my way. No, actually, some things I was saying that this is wrong. Please don't do this kind of a way here. Oh, okay, I have to go now. Sorry. Thank you so much. I have to leave.